Good day to you and welcome to my daily creativity number 1. Now, if you missed any, well, you haven't because this is number 1, but don't worry. If you suffer from FOMO and you're scared that you're going to miss out on any of these daily creativities, don't stress because I'm going to post them all back onto this page. They'll also go up in my YouTube channel. So every day I'm going to go, during the month of May, I'm going to go live and show various creative techniques in celebration of National Scrapbooking Day or month or International Scrapbooking Month, whichever it is. But fear not, you custardly card makers, as much of this can also be used on cards as well. So I thought, first of all, I'd do a little bit of an introduction. And I'm going to walk you around my craft room. Well, actually it's my garage. So this is my front door. Well, the inside of my front door. And I'm going to flip the camera around and you're going to see a bit of the inside of my head because it's a mess. All right. This is what it looks like when there's no one around. So let me find the flip button. There we go. All right. So when you walk in, there is some tea and coffee because I do have some ladies come up. And then we have, these are, and I'll explain these at a later date, these are workshop your way. So these are scrapbooking workshops. That's why I keep them. This is paper that's been and gone. This is paper that is current. So that actually needs to now go into that one there. So this is all current paper. Then in front of that, I've got the cards that I make or that I've been making and some card kits coming up for Bendigo Craft Alive. I have a display and I really highly recommend this sort of thing where you put some pages up on the wall. So you can see this one is finished. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's finished, whereas this one doesn't have photos on it yet. And that is something I will be covering this month. I've got my empty shelves because, of course, we were moving. Well, we were traveling around Australia, so they all got emptied and they got put into these containers. And that's also something I will cover during the next month. Then on this side, so I'm trying not to spin your head, I have some photos that I've been trying to sort through and work out dates of. And I think I just have to resolve myself to the fact that it's all the same place. They're all going on the same pages. Here I've got another table and I've been working on some more pages, and I'll be bringing them to you later in the month. Coming over here, I have some boxes from Ballarat Craft Alive, and I've got some stuff that I took out that I wanted to keep. I've got shelves in my garage, which were absolutely brilliant. Darren and I built them. And then these boxes, so that box is a big box full of photos. Then I've got these compartment boxes that are full of photos. So right up the back behind the press and seal, there's 1, 2, and then there's 2 there. Those 4 boxes are all from one trip that I need to scrapbook. So I've got lots to do. There's also photos in that box there. So lots and lots of photos up there. And then I have my messy table, which has got my die cutting machine and my green trimmer, all my dies, scraps of paper, because you don't throw scraps out. And then some pattern paper. So these are my bulk pattern paper. So that's it, as well as some mini photo albums, maxi photo albums. Oh, this is another box full of photos. So you can see I really need to get my butt into gear and get some scrapbooking done. But today what I was going to show you was actually some pages, well, 2 pages that I have done. Hello to everyone who's watching live. Hello to everyone who's watching on the replay. Hi, Debbie. Thanks so much for commenting. So that's a terrible angle. I'm just going to flip that camera around if it will let me. There we go. And I'm going to put you into my little stand and talk you through these pages. So as I said, this is a special for National Scrapbooking Month that I'm going to do, where I'm going to give you tips and tricks of different scrapbooking programs. Different scrapbooking techniques and that sort of thing. So these 2 pages, I don't have many photos of this beautiful lady here. This is my eldest daughter, Josephine, and she resides overseas in Europe, but she recently came back to Australia for a very short period of time, and this was the first time we caught up, and this is my son Joshua, whom most of you will have actually seen, and I took a series of selfies, and I really wanted to put them on a page, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do them all on one page or 2 pages, but this one you can see I've decided to do it over 2 pages, and they are the 8 photos that I took. Now, it seems like a really simple page, and please feel free to copy this. These photos are 3 inches by 4 inches. They're a little bit smaller than 3 by 4 because I have a selfie printer. Now, a selfie printer is simply a printer. It's a portable printer that you can print photos off on, and I'm more than happy to show that in another video. So yeah, you can print them wherever you are, and it's really, really fantastic. But it does print your photos smaller than 6 by 4. You can set it up so it prints 3 by 4s. You can set it up so it prints other sizes as well. And for this one, when I printed the photo off and trimmed it all down, it was slightly smaller. So I just trimmed them a little bit more and put white borders, except for this one and this one. And these are actually on 3D foam tape as well. So I've 3D foam taped them, and I have put them on a darker border. And that's because these 2 would be my favourite photos of the lot. That's why I did that. And I've also put little cameras underneath. Now, there's no journaling on these pages yet. There will be journaling. I've done the title up here, and it took me a little while to work out what title to put on. I simply used Google. I just did a Google search of silly, what did I do? A Google search of something. Anyway, and I came up with silly summer selfies, and I put it on there. Beautiful. I used some stickers. So these are actually some stickers that you can get through Close to My Heart. This is using one of our alphabet die sets, and this is another alphabet die set. This one I've done twice. Now, it's 2 lots. It's actually more than 2. That's right. I did quite a few of these, and then I offset them. And I wanted it just to be a bit more puffy to match with these, because these are puffy stickers. And then these ones I just did flat. The camera's over here. It was really interesting because up until now, what I've been doing is just creating cards and card workshops and card kits for customers. I hadn't really been doing much for myself. And so I thought I really want some cameras, and I flipped through all of my stamps, which I don't feel like I've got many, but maybe I do. All of my stamps, and these are the only cameras that I had on all of my stamps. So I stamped them and I fussy cut, and I think this is what started me on the fussy cut journey, because I really like them. And again, what I've done with these is I've actually fussy cut multiple layers. So there's actually 3 layers there, and just stack them one on top of the other. This one is just flat, and this one again is fussy cut. So this one is cut out, and that's cut out as well. So that's that. Now, after I finish the pages and I put it up, and this is just a zip strip off the top of some pattern paper. So there's no pattern paper except for the zip strip. After I cut all this out and stuck it down, I hadn't journaled yet. Somebody said to me, "That's not how you spell selfies." Yes, that's a long pregnant pause, because I thought it was. And then I realized, no, a selfie is a photo of yourself. So that PH should be an F. And my problem is, because I'm OCD, this is a capital, little, capital, little, capital, little, capital, little. Now, if I take these 2 out and put a small f, it'll go capital, little, 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 capital. And I can't have that. So I'll do a capital. No, because then it'll be capital, little, capital, capital, little. And I can't have that. So I'm leaving it as a PH. Okay? It's a selfie with a PH. And if somebody says, "That's not how you spell selfies," I'll say, "No, it's not." So here is my first page. As I said, they're simply 3 by 4 photos. So each of these are 3 inches wide. The strips are just varying lengths, and then I've just bumped them up and down, and it probably takes me 2 or 3 days to really, sit them down and have a look at them and work out if I really like them. I did flip them over. This is the light side, true side, light side, true side, light, true side of the Sage cardstock. This is Harbour cardstock. And then I've stamped in Harbour as well, just to match that in. It took me a while to work out, you know, what height and everything. I didn't want them all the same height, and I'm really happy with this page. So I hope you like this page. The only thing left for me to do on this is to journal, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to journal, but I'll probably journal along the bottom in a white gel pen, I'm thinking, just to give the bottom a bit of grounding as well. So that is the end of my day one of my daily creativity. I hope you'll join me tomorrow on this page for day number 2. Until then, stay safe, keep crafting, and bye for now.